Hey y'all, I'm back again with some slightly different content for you today. As you can see, I am currently chilling in a creek, but this isn't just any creek. I live in southern Indiana, which some people would refer to as the Geode belt. During the Ordovician period, about 400 million years ago, Indiana was covered by a shallow sea. Nowadays, we're able to find some seriously awesome Ordovician period fossils, as well as geodes in creeks just like the one you see behind me, as well as road cuts. These fossils and geodes are mostly found in shale and especially in limestone, which is Indiana's state stone. I thought it would be fun to take you along with me and show you some of the amazing minerals that you can find here in southern Indiana. Apologies in advance if you can hear traffic in the background. This spot isn't too terribly far from a highway, so you are going to hear a bit of background noise. Hopefully the beautiful sounds of the creek running will help drown that out a little bit. As you can see, the middle portion of this creek is fully exposed, which makes it really easy to find geodes. They are literally everywhere. I mean, they are littering the ground here. So if we get in a little closer here, you can see I'm already finding geodes in varying sizes and shapes. Some of them are more spherical and some of them have a more flattened appearance. And I got my shit kickers on so I can walk through the creek and look for the good ones. And here's an example of one of the fossils you can find here. Not 100% sure what this is, but my guess would be some sort of brachiopod. Here's a fun little crinoid piece. I love finding ones like this. This is actually one of the better crinoids I've found. As far as fossils go, that's pretty much what you're going to find in southern Indiana, is a variety of different corals and crinoids, especially lots of crinoid stems and sometimes a crinoid calyx if you're lucky. Some of the more common minerals and crystals you'll find in southern Indiana geodes include chalcedony, dolomite, quartz, and especially calcite. Calcite is actually the most abundant mineral in southern Indiana, so we find a ton of awesome calcite formations in our geodes here. So I just cracked open a small geode, and it is the perfect example of an Indiana calcite geode. It contains beautiful, crystal clear rhombohedral calcite. It also has a little bit of this golden mineral here that I think might be barite, but it could also just be a golden calcite. These smaller pieces came from the same geode. They're from the outer shell, and they are mostly comprised of quartz and also small calcite crystals. And then the black inclusion on top or inside of this quartz, I believe, is goethite, which is a pretty common mineral inclusion in our quartz geodes especially. More often than not, geodes with an orange or yellow exterior contain botryoidal chalcedony. Crack this one open for you and we can see if there's anything in it. So I was totally wrong about what was inside this one. This is a quartz geode. It has some pretty sparkly quartz in it. It's kind of a golden color. That's often due to iron inclusions. Here's a pretty good example of a botryoidal chalcedony geode. These are super common here, especially in this creek I've found. Here's a black chalcedony geode with a little bit of golden barite. I recommend protective eyewear when you're doing this. The only reason I'm not covering these with something when I hit them is just so you can see it open. I know people like to see them open. This one's mostly solid all the way through. You'll have that with some of the Indiana geodes. Even this flat one here is a geode. Unfortunately, it is also mostly solid. There's a little bit of calcite in there. There really is nothing better than walking through these creeks and finding free crystals. Just about any creek you walk through in southern Indiana, especially in the Monroe County and Bedford, Indiana area, is going to be full of geodes and fossils. So if you're in the area or you're willing to make a road trip, I highly recommend you check it out. Thanks for watching.